All right, fourth grade, so in order to get an idea of where we're going today, we're going to read our learning target together on the count of 3. So 1, 2, 3.
I can round a multi-digit number to any place value up to the millions.
So keeping that learning target in mind as we're working today. An important term to know when rounding is place value. We will use this vocabulary term every time we round. So go ahead and turn and talk to your elbow partner. Read the definition of place value. Finish up that thought in 3. Coming back together at 2. Voices off and eyes up front at 1. Thank you, fourth grade. So remember, place value is the value of a place of a digit in a number. What I want you to do is think about this number I have written here, 2,478,231. I want you, when I say go, to turn and talk to your elbow partner about what digit is in what place value. So what place value is the 1 in? So talk about that with your elbow partner. What place value is the 3 in? Remember, I'm not asking you to tell me what the entire thing is worth. I'm just asking you to identify the place value spot. So go ahead and turn and talk with your elbow partner for all digits within the number. Nope, you're just Thank you, JC, for responding to our signal with your eyes and ears. I'm going to quick draw name sticks, and I want you to tell me, when I tell you the digit, tell me what is its place value. Jaden, what is the 1 place value? Ones. JC, what place value is the 3 in? The 10s. Samantha, what place value is the 2 in? Max, what place value is the 8 in? Colin, what place value is the 7 in?
10,000.
Thumbs up if you agree with Colin. Thumbs down if you do not agree. Is that in the tens, thousands place value? Great, thanks, Colin. Maddie, place value for my 4. What place value is that in? 100,000. Thumbs up if you agree with Maddie. Thumbs down if you do not agree. Great, thanks. You can put your thumbs down. And last but certainly not least, Jalia, what place value is my 2 in?
Millions.
Millions. All right, so we again are going to use place value understanding when we're rounding today. So it's important to identify that. Let's go ahead and move on. What I want you to do with your partner now is to identify the place value of the red underlined digit. So what place value does the red underlined digit fall in? Go ahead and, quickly talk with your elbow partner. On the count of 3, I want you to whisper all together what place value is that 8 in. 1, 2, 3. Great, thanks for that response. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next number. Again, I want you to identify the place value of the red underlined digit. Turn and talk with your elbow partner. Finish up that conversation in 3. Ready to go at 2. Voices up, eyes up front at 1. Dee Dee, what place value is that 3 in? Thousands. Thumbs up if you agree with Dee Dee. Thumbs down if you do not. Thank you for that response, 4th grade. Try this one on your own. On the count of 3, we're going to whisper the place value of the red underlined digit. So think about it. 1, you're thinking. 2, you're getting ready to whisper. And 3, whisper the place value. Great job, 4th grade. I heard everyone respond 100,000s. So right now, just to review, when we're rounding, we're looking for the nearest 10, 100, thousands, and so on. So that's again our focus for today. We're going to really dig deep into the process to take with rounding. So I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and have eyes up here, ready to go, and office expectation reminder. So when we're rounding, we need to first identify what place value am I rounding to. So I'm going to read my initial question. Round the number to the nearest 100. So I know I'm being asked to round 237 to the nearest 100. I need to identify, is 237 closer to 200 or 300, because I'm rounding to the nearest 100. I have my midpoint at 250. Midpoint tells me it's right in between 200 and 300. If the number I'm rounding to is above 250, I will round up to 300. If my number is below my midpoint, 250, I will round down to 200. So keeping that in mind. So we're going to use a process or a strategy that will help you identify what to round to and the steps you need to take. So as I'm using my teacher think time, I really want you to be listening for how I follow the steps up here and how I determine whether to round down or to round up to 300. So first, I need to determine the place value that I'm rounding to and then circle that digit in the place value. I know 4th grade that I'm rounding to the nearest 100. Because of my place value knowledge, I know that this is in the ones, the 7 is in the ones, the 3 is in the tens, and the 2 is in the hundreds. I'm going to circle that digit because that's the number I'm rounding to. That's the place value I'm rounding to, I should say. My next step is to underline the digit to the right. I'm going to identify that 3 is the digit to the right, so I will underline it. This next step is very crucial, and this is where I'm seeing some mistakes. If my underlined number, 3, is 0 through 4, my circled number will stay the same. If my underlined number, so in this case 3, were to be 5 through 9, I would add 1 to the circled digit. I know that 3 falls between 0 and 4, so I am going to stick with keeping my circled digit the same. That will stay at 2 because my underlying digit in the tens is between 0 and 4. Thumbs up if you're with me. Moving on. All of the other numbers or digits to follow change to 0. I have 2 digits that follows my place value in 100 or my digit 2. So I'm going to change those digits to 0, showing that my answer would be 200. 237 is closer to 200, so I rounded down. So turn and talk with your elbow partner. What did you notice about the way I was able to determine whether I round up or I round down? What did you notice about the way I was able to determine whether to round up or to round down? Go ahead and have that conversation. All right, finish up those conversations in 3. You're going to get ready to work with your elbow partner in 2. Eyes and ears up front at 1. Thank you, Kendall, for your eyes. I'm going to give you a problem and I want you to solve it with your elbow partner using the same strategy that I used to determine whether to round up or round down. So go ahead, walk through this process with your elbow partner.
Done. You can't be, you have to draw one. We have to draw. Do we have to put the number line? She said we have to do a number. Which number? Yeah, what number are you focusing on? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Already.
I love the conversation that I see taking place between Jaden and Harmony. Thank you, girls. Next step, underline to the right. You don't have to.
If you can work well with it,
Go ahead and finish that conversation up with your elbow partner. I'm going to give you another problem to work on together. Go ahead, put your markers back in your lap. When rounding to the nearest hundred, Brock, what was your number that you came up with? What did you round 2,932 to the nearest hundred? 2,900.
focus on the 3.
2,900. Try another one with your partner.
We don't circle them. We draw them. So I used to draw. Okay. So 7.
I'm looking around at your responses and you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you for using your strategies. Go ahead and hands on head. Thank you, Elliot, for responding to signal. Thank you, Elena. Go ahead and show your whiteboards. You can go ahead and erase. This next one I want you to do on your own. It is to be done independently. When you finish, please be sure to hide it. When you finish, please be sure to hide it. Although you're ready to move on once your whiteboard is hidden. Take about 30 seconds to finish up your thinking. All right, please go ahead and show your response. Okay, you can go ahead and erase your whiteboards.